Hi everyone, welcome back to the Better Beginnings vlog. I'm Kelly Hilburn, Program Administrator for Better Beginnings, and today we're going to be talking to Lori Bridges, Assistant Director at the Office of Early Childhood. Thank you for joining us today, Lori. You have a great deal of knowledge about our topic today. Can you explain for people who are not familiar with it a little bit about kindergarten readiness?
Yes, that's a big buzzword right now across the state, kindergarten readiness. And it's a great thing because it is helping, elevate the importance of that birth to age 5 space. We know that the most brain development happens during that time in a child's life, so it's very important for us to understand what kindergarten readiness means. It's more than just a child being able to say their ABCs or count to 10, but really social and emotional development through those years are just as important as academic skills. Things like being able to cooperate and share and take turns, being able to, promote as families and educators independence. So children can learn to be independent when it comes to putting on their shoes, putting on their coat, things that sometimes as parents that we like to do for them because sometimes it's a little quicker and easier for us to just do it for them. But getting children ready for kindergarten also means to encourage that independence. So it's important for us to understand as a state what we can do to support kindergarten readiness.
And those skills that you're talking about that they learn in preschool sound like skills that we need through life, not just in kindergarten.
Yes, those are life skills. As children develop impulse control or inhibitory control or those kinds of things that we know are going to support them not only in school readiness but in their life. But it's also important when we talk about kindergarten readiness that it's through play, and that families and early childhood educators need to understand that those educational experiences for children in that space really need to be introduced and solidified through play. And that's probably our biggest message, that children learn through play.
And why is it important for families and educators to recognize that?
Yes, well, it is important because we need a consistent expectation for school readiness in Arkansas. Again, sometimes we've gone to some extremes with all academics or all social emotional, but it's really about finding that healthy balance for children.
And what are some ways that educators and families can work together to prepare children for kindergarten?
Yes. Well, the saying, "it takes a village," is especially important when we're talking about early childhood. Not only are families and the early childhood educators in the state part of that village, but our communities are as well. And making sure that, communities are providing resources for families and children so they can thrive. Things like, are there parks? Are there play spaces? Are there nature trails? Do they have libraries and access to books? There are a lot of things that communities can do to support child development and support families and the early childhood educators in this space.
If families have concerns about their child being ready for kindergarten, who should they reach out to, or what resources are available?
Their first step should always be to contact their primary care physician or their local health department. That way they can rule out any health concerns. But they also need to understand that their local school district is a great resource to support if they feel that their children are not ready for kindergarten. The school district can support them with resources like Arkansas First Connections, which provides early intervention for children birth to 3. or their local school district or local educational cooperative can also support them if they are children of preschool age in that 3 to 4 space, and provide early interventions through the local school district or the educational cooperative. And those kinds of services include, occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech language development. So there are a lot of things that we know, if are put in place early and children receive early intervention early on, they're going to be on a track to be more successful in kindergarten.
That is great information. A lot of parents might not know that school districts can provide services for preschool children.
That's right. And I think that's probably one of the biggest, pieces in is making sure that parents understand where they can find resources.
That's really good information. We also have information, just general information for parents or providers about kindergarten readiness on our Better Beginnings website, arbetterbeginnings.com. This is one of our kindergarten readiness calendars that has activities that parents or providers can do with children throughout the year. There are other activities on the website, play-based activities that they can do with children. Thank you so much for being with us today and sharing all this valuable information, Lori. Please share with our audience where they can find you and more information about your work with early childhood education.
Yes, you can visit the Arkansas Department of Education, the Office of Early Childhood, lists all of our contact information and provides resources to support children. Now, the Arkansas Department of Education serves children from cradle to career.
Thank you again for being with us today, Lori. Before we go, we're going to share some child-proofing safety tips.
Hi, I'm Nicole Tarkington with the Office of Early Childhood. Home provides a safe place for your children to play, learn, and explore. It isn't without risk, though. So here are 5 tips to help you make sure your home is kid-friendly. Number 1, store cleaning supplies and medicines out of reach. Store harmful products safely by using child-proof locks on cabinets or placing them on high shelves out of reach. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. Number 2, secure furniture to walls. Furniture and other things around your home may be used by your child to pull up on as they're learning to walk. Securing furniture to walls can prevent it from tipping onto your child. Number 3, keep small objects out of reach. Young children explore by putting things in their mouths, making small items potentially choking hazards. Check floors for small objects, especially with older children's toys around. Small fridge magnets can also pose a risk, so either remove or place them out of reach. Reduce kitchen hazards. The kitchen has many dangers for young children. Keep knives, blenders, and matches in locked, out-of-reach cabinets. While cooking, turn pot and pan handles toward the back of the stove to prevent accidents. Number 5, use smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. These alarms are great for keeping the whole family safe. Test them monthly and replace batteries every year. Children learn best through play. By implementing these 5 tips, you can help ensure indoor play remains safe and secure.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Better Beginnings vlog. For more information on how Better Beginnings is investing in quality early childhood education or how you can become involved, visit our website, www.arbetterbeginnings.com, or catch us on social media.